Students, today we are going to learn a new lesson in management accounting called budgetary control. We know there are many types of budget. Today we are going to discuss about two type of budget. One is production budget, another one is raw material purchase budget. What is production budget? First we are going to learn about production budget. What is production budget? The raw material or semi-finished product should be converted into the finished product. We are going to prepare a budget for the finished product called production budget. We can express the production budget in units. If you want to prepare production budget, the following format we can use. The format is estimated sales plus estimated closing stock minus estimated opening stock. We'll get the answer. Today we are going to solve two problems in relation to the production budget. Look at the problem. Sum number 1. Prepare a production budget from the following information. Products, they are manufacturing 4 type of product A, B, C, D. Estimated stock on 1st January 2007. Estimated sales during January to March 2007. Desired closing stock. Okay. What is the formula I gave you? Estimated sales plus closing stock minus opening stock. Yes, here I drawn format for the first problem. Production budget, particulars, estimated sales plus estimated closing stock minus estimated opening stock will get a unit to be produced. There are 4 type of product A, B, C and D. Yes, here this is opening stock, this is sales, this is closing stock. First we need sales and closing stock. Yes, for product A, the estimated sales 10,000, estimated closing stock 3,000, estimated opening stock 2,000. If we add these two, we'll get 13,000 minus 2,000, so 11,000 units to be produced as far as A is concerned. Then B, estimated sales 15,000 units, estimated closing stock 5,000 units, total 20,000, of which we have to deduct the opening units 3,000. So product B, 17,000 units must be produced. Yes. Then move to product C. Estimated sales 13,000, closing stock 3,000, 16,000 minus 4,000 opening units. So 12,000 units must be produced. Then D, sales 12,000, desired closing stock 2,000, total 14, of which if we deduct 3,000, 11,000 units to be produced. So A, 11,000 units to be produced, B, 17,000 units to be produced, C, 12,000 units to be produced, D, 11,000 units to be produced. If we add total units produced, we will get, so 23, 30, 40, 51. So total units to be produced, 51,000 units. As far as A, B, C and D concerned. Once again we'll add 23, 30, 40, 51 units to be produced. Then look at the problem number 2. From the following particulars, prepare production budget for 3 months ending 30th June 1993. Information relating to April, May, June, July are given. So we have to prepare budget up to the June. Only one item. We need 3 items, namely estimated sales, estimated closing stock and estimated opening stock. But in this problem, only one item is given, sales. The given item is sales. It is the policy of the company to maintain 50% of month sales as opening stock. So one more information in relation to opening stock is given. The company policy is to maintain 50% of sales as opening stock. So I am going to use the same format here. The format is April, May, June, July. Instead of product, I recorded month names. Then particulars as usual. I recorded estimated sales plus estimated closing stock minus estimated opening stock. Here estimated sales are given. April month estimated sales 1,40,000. May month estimated sales 1,60,000. June month estimated sales 1,30,000. July month sales 1,20,000. Here the problem says it is the policy of the company to maintain 50% of month sales as opening stock. So 50% of month sales as opening stock. So 50% of April sale, that is 1,40,000, is 70,000 is the opening stock of April. 50% of May sales is the opening stock of May. 50% of June sales is the opening stock of June. 50% of July sale is the opening stock of July. So now we found the opening stock of April, May, June, July. We are going to prepare budget up to June only. For calculation purpose, I added one more column for the July. Yes. Now I am going to find the closing stock. Yes, the May month opening stock is the closing stock of April. Likewise, the opening stock of June is the closing stock of May. Then the opening stock of July is the closing stock of June. Now we can apply the formula. Now we are preparing budget only for April, May, June, not for July. So July column we drawn only for the calculation purpose. Students, we completed the preparation of production budget. Let me see problems relating to the material purchase budget. Students, now we are going to prepare material purchase or procurement budget. It is also called raw material purchase budget or direct material procurement budget. I am going to teach you the preparation of material purchase budget. The problems are two type. The first case, the consumption usage amount are given, usage value are given. If usage value is given, directly we can solve the formula by using the following formula: estimated consumption plus estimated closing stock minus estimated opening stock. We'll get unit to be purchased. If the consumption is not given, we have to ascertain the consumption. That will let me see in the next problem. Now we'll see the first problem. Look at the board. From the following information, prepare raw material purchase budget. They are using material A, B, C, D. There are 4 type of raw material they are using. All materials given in units. Estimated opening stock, estimated closing stock, estimated consumption. Here consumption is given. If consumption is given, we can prepare the problem, we can apply the formula directly. What is the formula? Estimated consumption plus estimated closing stock minus estimated opening stock. We'll get a unit to be purchased. Yes, estimated consumption for material A, how much? 1,20,000 units. For B, 44,000. For C, 1,32,000. For D, 36,000. Then we need closing stock. The closing stock of A, 20,000, 20,000, B, 8,000, C, 28,000, D, 4,000. Then we have to take the opening stock. Opening stock A, 16,000, B, 6,000, C, 24,000, D, 2,000. Then one more information is given. Standard selling price per unit. Standard selling price. Standard selling price per unit is given. With the help of that, we can ascertain the purchase price of the goods. We can ascertain with the help of the standard selling price, purchase price of the goods purchased. Yes, now I am going to find the values. So 1,40,000, 1,40,000, Now we have to add this. We have to add all consumption. 1,20,000 plus 44,000 1,20,000 44,000 plus 1,32,000 plus 36,000. So total consumption 3,32,000. Then we have to add this estimated closing stock. $28,000 plus 32,000. 60,000. If we add 3,92,000 we'll get. Then 22,000 plus 26,000 48,000 minus 3,92,000 will get 3,44,000. Okay. Then standard selling price is given. If standard selling price is given, we can ascertain the purchase price of the raw material. We can find the purchase price of raw material. Purchase price of raw material. We have to multiply units to be purchased and we have to multiply units to be purchased with the standard selling price. If we multiply with these two, 1,24,000 into 0.25. So we bought for 31,000 rupees. This is 2,300 rupees. Then 1,36,000 into 0.15, 20,400 rupees. You multiply 3,800. So total value of purchase by adding these two we'll get 20,400 plus 3,800 plus 2,300 plus 31,000. Totally we purchased for 57,500 rupees. Students, let me see the second problem. Students, let me learn the second problem on raw material purchase budget. Look at the question. Sum number 2. The sales director of a tire manufacturing company reports that the next year he expects to sell 40,000 tire. So he expects to sell 40,000 tire in the next year. The production department gives you the following particulars. Two kinds of raw material such as rubber and carbon are required for the manufacturing the tire. There are two key components are required for the production of tire such as rubber and carbon. Each tire, if they want to manufacture one tire, they require 3 units of rubber and 2 units of carbon. So rubber and carbon are raw material. Okay. The estimated opening balance of next year, finished product tires 10,000 units, rubber opening balance 12,000 units, carbon opening balance 15,000 units. The desirable closing balance at the end of the year, finished product that is tires 16,000 unit, rubber 14,000 unit, carbon 15,000 unit. Draw material purchase budget. In this problem, raw material consumption, raw material usage not given. In last problem, raw material consumption is given, so directly we solved the problem. But here, raw material consumption is not given, so definitely we have to prepare the production budget. We have to find the production unit. Then the production unit can be converted into the consumption. Yes, students, now I am going to prepare production budget for the finished product. Yes. Now I am going to prepare production budget. Production budget for the finished product, that is for tire. Production budget for tires. The formula estimated sales plus estimated closing stock of tire minus estimated opening stock of tire will get units to be produced. Units to be produced. Now I am going to take the information relating to the tire. The sales director of the tire manufacturing company report that next year he expects to sell 40,000 tire. So next year sales 40,000 tires. Then we need a closing stock of tire and opening stock of tire. Here given estimated opening balance of next year finished product, that is tire. How many units? 10,000 units. That is opening balance. We have to deduct. Then the desirable closing balances at the end of the year finished product, that is tire. How many units? 16,000 units. That we have to add. So 56,000 minus 10,000, 46,000 tires we are going to manufacture in the next year. So now we ascertained production of next year. How many tires we are going to manufacture? 46. Now I am going to convert the production into the consumption. So now I am going to find estimated consumption of rubber and carbon. They are going to manufacture 46,000 tires. 46,000 tires. It should be multiplied by the requirement. Each tire required 3 units of rubber and 2 units of carbon. So rubber required 3 units, carbon requires 2 units. If we multiply these two, we will get consumption. 3 6 are 18, balance 1, 3 4s are 12, 13. Yes, next we have to multiply these two. 3 zeros, 3 6 are 12, balance 1, 2 4s are 8, 9. So they consumed rubber 1,38,000 unit, carbon they consumed 92,000 unit. So after finding the consumption, now we can prepare material purchase budget. So we have two kinds of raw material, namely rubber and carbon. What is the formula? Estimated consumption. Estimated consumption. Just now we ascertained 1,38,000 units of rubber, 92,000 units of carbon. We have to add estimated closing stock of raw material, rubber and carbon. So we have a desirable closing balance at the end of the year. Rubber 14,000 units, carbon 15,000 units. Then we have to deduct estimated opening stock of rubber and carbon. Opening stock, opening balances of next year: rubber 12,000 units, carbon 15,000 units. Total units to be purchased in the next year: 1,40,000 units of rubber and 92,000 units of carbon. Students, we completed raw material purchase budget. In next class we will solve different problem. Till then, bye and thank you.